Is League of Legends actually dying? No. But it is on low health, ignited, on 5 stacks of Darius passive, and there's a Jinx rocket approaching it somewhere in the distance. So what's going on? As of making this video, League just went through a very disappointing rollout of their game's newest season. Let's quickly run through that. Every year they drop a preseason patch to introduce new content into the game. They gave us these new little jungle pet things, and then radio silence. No significant updates, the year ended, and we still didn't know when the next season would start, which is not normal. 3 days into the year, we finally got an update. Season 2023 starts on January 10, tweeted from a Riot employee's account. Unless you were following this one guy, you would still not know when the season starts.
Just saying, Fortnite would announce the season weeks in advance, have a countdown timer, the season start. They would have a live Drake concert in Fortnite. We're not even getting anything, first of all. It's not like they're updating the game, they're making a stage for a performer. They're not doing anything. They didn't do anything during preseason. Just tell us the time the season's starting, bro, please.
Even before this season debacle, players had already been disappointed, seeing as it was clear that Riot may have been showing more attention to their other games. We'll talk about that soon, because the straw that broke the camel's back was the release of the 2023 season cinematic. A 2-minute video animation of a camera flying through a high-quality recreation of Summoner's Rift. That is it.
Why? Because I can.
That's it! No way!
Every year since 2018, Riot releases a high-quality cinematic and song hyping up a new year of League of Legends. These videos have come to be very loved and highly anticipated by players. And so after a period of barely any new content and hardly communicating when the new season would actually begin, on January 10th they dropped the 2023 cinematic. And as we just mentioned, it was not well received. Wow, no dislikes. The League of Legends community surely adores this masterpiece. Obviously that's a joke, but for those interested, if you use one of those bring back dislikes extensions, they say that this video has 156,000 dislikes in its first 24 hours. Now, usual internet outrage aside, compared to previous cinematics, it definitely does look like a major downgrade. And releasing something so underwhelming during a time when players aren't happy makes it feel like Riot doesn't care. I mean, I think it's always a meme when someone says, I could have done this myself, but this cinematic really could have easily been fan-made. Like just 3 years ago, the user Wayne S uploaded a realistic showcase of Summoner's Rift on Unreal Engine. Basically the same thing. Let's take this, let's put the sound here, and we got it.
Why? Because I can.
Now, just a few hours after the launch of the video, Riot posted a 5-tweet thread addressing the community's reactions. This year there were some unprecedented circumstances that had us choose an alternate approach to the season 2023 video. However, we believed that it could still embody League's broad universe and competitive spirit while celebrating the start of a new season. But we've heard your feedback, and we want to acknowledge that Brink of Infinity missed the mark for the action-packed, champion-led trailer you expected, and has led to further speculation about our investment in League. Honestly, we should have been more communicative. We do believe that League has a bright future and we are investing in that, but we can do a better job sharing those plans with you. We are committed to giving you more details about what that investment looks like in the next couple of days. That last bit there could actually be true. I was recently planning on making a little YouTube short about what to expect from League in 2023, specifically focusing on this statement from Riot Games CEO, who said in 2023, League of Legends would have their highest budget yet.
On a lancé League of Legends, on devait être entre 30 et 40, je me souviens plus exactement, on est plus de 4000 aujourd'hui. Plus de 500 personnes encore sur League of Legends. Je viens de valider les budgets la semaine dernière, c'est les plus gros, l'année prochaine ça sera encore les plus gros.
Yeah, it's been less than 2 weeks and this already hasn't aged well. However, if this tweet is anything to go by, maybe good days are on the horizon. But okay, circling back to the big question, is League actually dying? Player base wise, it doesn't seem to be dying at all. At least not yet. Servers are healthy and live stream views are still going strong. Declined a bit recently due to the preseason, but that happens every year. However, it may not be dying as a product, but it's clear that players aren't entirely happy. For the past couple of years, Riot has focused on creating more skins than creating new in-game experiences. 2021 and 2022 both had over 140 skins released and 0 brand new game modes. Even recently, while every game celebrated some sort of Christmas event, League of Legends really didn't do anything. Most players would be hoping for some sort of event, new game mode, maybe the return of the winter map, but instead Riot just released a couple skins and called it a day. To be fair, I am biased here as I'm still salty that Riot pretends that their reason for no longer making the Winter Rift is because it would be too difficult to create. Meanwhile, there's these random modders creating these high quality map skins for players to use. At the end of the day, I think Riot has just been unwilling to sacrifice resources on anything that won't generate large profits. Why put devs to work on a new game mode when they could work on skins that could bring immediate returns? Additionally, what's also going on is Riot clearly taking resources away from League and focusing them on their other projects. While players contemplate whether or not League is dying, Valorant is thriving. And if we want to talk about cinematics, they just recently released a new Valorant cinematic at the quality that you would expect from League. The whole cinematic team of Riot just migrated to Valorant, I guess. And Valorant isn't the only game keeping Riot busy. At the same time, they're in the background building their secret MMO, Wild Rift, and the upcoming fighting game. However, all of this aside, I still don't think League will ever die. And maybe I'm huffing on copium, but I do kind of believe that Riot is going to turn things around this year. They've heard our complaints these past few years, and the confirmation of League having a higher budget should mean that good news is coming. After the backlash from the cinematic, the lead gameplay producer at League of Legends left a comment on Reddit responding to a user asking what his thoughts were on the sentiment that League is on maintenance mode. I mean, I can understand why people would draw that conclusion, though I can assure you that we are not. Me saying it isn't going to convince anyone of that though. Also, we have been investing into bigger things that won't ship for quite some time. A user in another thread questions if these bigger things are referring to League or other games at Riot. The dev then responds to that comment as well, stating that he was talking about League of Legends on PC specifically, not other projects. Personally, my selfish opinion, I just want more game modes. I don't care if they're not the greatest thing in the world and they get stale in a week or two. Something fun where I can play my favorite champions in, outside of Summoner's Rift, would be refreshing every once in a while, kind of like it used to be. But alright, thank you for watching and let me know what you think. Take care.
No! Bro, there's nothing cool about it. It was literally the fucking map.